Yep.
Honestly, I think the best option would actually no, because consolidating all of our money in one place is never a good move in any TPRPG.
Yeah, because if one
No.
person decides to leave, or it all gets stolen, it's all in one go.
Yeah,
Anyway, so
do not consolidate our money.
I'm gonna calmly.
Yes, please give me all your money.
No,
I'm gonna calmly internationally walk
I'm
over.
already
'Cause-
planning on sending you a Bone Widow and a shit ton of other stuff. I'm not giving you other money.
I'm gonna walk over to my.
Because Vagrant's already in a bad mental state.
Yeah.
She's not exactly sane right now.
yeah.
No drugs.
She's good at pretending.
No, she's not.
About that.
I will fucking search you for drugs and keep them.
All right. Well,
can't do
regardless,
anything about this one. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna walk in. Like, is she just on drugs right now?
No. I think where we left off is she just got back, right?
No,
And-
like
Yeah.
so for the recap again, like we got you got out of that mega building, you went to Dale's to lay low and spent a few times just like sleeping and resting and healing. Rose chewed you all out for your failings and your fuck ups.
Yep.
And then basically Mix got a call from Bottomless about what Topless had left behind, which was basically his safe house with some equipment still there, and his ride, the Chupacabra, I believe it is called.
Yeah. Fancy fucking
Yep.
ride.
You managed to break into his laptop by figuring out the password, get some information, distribute them that new equipment. Then you paid a visit to Miss White at a
Right.
theater to discuss basically how you were all going to be going to the meeting in the hot zone on October 1st. As you are also aware that Miss White is aware that it is basically a meeting spot to gather everyone who has been given the opportunity to take up this job. You are aware that the benefactor is from what Miss White says, is Bloodfeather and another benefactor. So there's some animosity there. You're all going together. You're all going together on foot. Miss White is going to be there, accompanied by Hirito and her
Hirito.
other two entourages of Ryu and Yuki.
Mm-hmm. Our quote unquote friends.
Yep. You will also be made aware that there's going to be a few members of the Aldecados who are going to be there.
If I don't have the opportunity to get the legs immediately, I'd spend that time I have in between to I have that one guy who's like the son of one of the Aldecados.
You have Trey Santiago.
Yeah, I would call him and be like, "What is going on? Like, why are the Aldecados meeting up in the hot zone on October 1st?"
So you leave that message. And you get back a message of, I don't know about the Aldecados breaking off, but ever since Blaze died, a lot of the old guard of the Aldecados have basically cut and run. Stolen a bunch of cars, stolen a bunch of equipment from camp, and have basically just been like laying low in Night City.
I'm gonna message him like, "Do you want me to take care of them if I have the opportunity?"
You get the message back of, at the moment, the dispute is being arranged to be dealt with internally. We can't exactly make an accusation that they're stealing gear, because the gear is all of theirs to earn in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically them leaving the Aldecados and taking their assets with them.
Okay.
He does mention that he is interested in wondering what kind of deal is going on. Because usually, if you're arranging a meeting in a hot zone for a job, you'd usually go through some of the higher up fixers. Hell, even Rogue wouldn't be so brazen as to hold the interview for a job in a hot zone.
I am going to say I'm going to message him like I know a little bit about the job, but it's this stuff is nuclear radioactive amounts of the less you know the better.
So Trace isn't an idiot,
Yeah.
and your use of nuclear piques his interests.
It's an analogy. I'm not literally saying nuclear.
No,
But it still
no,
piques his
he
interest,
goes,
you know.
He literally is just literally. He brazenly mentions that. Is this having to do with whatever was in the basement in the mega building,
I'm gonna hit him with the question mark.
the one that got recently attacked,
I'm gonna hit him with
the
the
one that
question
you
mark.
live in,
I'm gonna hit him with the question mark.
the one that you haven't visited in a few days?
I'm gonna hit him with a colon 3 and then a question mark.
You know, if you need a place to stay and not be worried about attacks from the EC, you can always lay low in camp.
That'd be nice. We're currently chilling in a safe place right now though. I might take you up on your offer though. I kind of need to get outside a little bit more. This place is driving me crazy.
Well, if you get any hook on a juicy story, feel free to ping it my way.
If I live. No promises there.
Well, if you're in danger and need of help, just give me a shout. I can pull some
Thanks.
strings.
Thanks, pal.
And with that, he
All right,
hangs up.
All right. We got a guy in our corner, guys.
He does also send some information on a few of the higher ups, or basically the old guard of the Aldecados, and basically a few former members of Folk Nation, who basically just joined the Aldecados. Again, you don't have to worry about Blaze because Blaze is dead.
Yep. That problem took care of itself.
Fucking idiot.
That guy was fucking stupid.
The one person you have been told to watch out for is a man called Dantala Mutar.
Antala Munta.
Yes.
Got it.
If you want, you may do a streetwise check
Yeah, let's
to see if you know
streetwise.
about him. See if you know about him from the Aldecados. Nope.
Yeah, it's a fun name.
Nope. You know nothing about this man.
I'm gonna.
You've not been spending much time in the Aldecado camps
Here's
recently.
what I'll do. I got my idea. I'm gonna approach Mix and be like, "Hey, does this name Dantella Muntar mean anything to you?" And let
Hold
her
on.
do a streetwise check because she's my fixer. She knows things.
She. Okay, where are we right now? We're just
In the
chilling?
warehouse, I'm
Just
assuming.
chilling.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So, Vagrant's just no arm chilling.
Yes.
All right.
She's gonna say, "Hey, can I have a hand?" And then wince.
Shut. Then
by
she's
accident.
not gonna say anything if you say that. She's gonna be
No.
like, "Shut the fuck up."
Okay, no, it's important. Do you have a Dantella Muntar? Does that mean anything to you?
Okay, hold on. Let me see. Is this? You said this is streetwise.
Yes.
All right, hold on. Streetwise.
Thank God.
So you kind of get the idea of Mukhtar the Manticore. He is. You haven't worked with him, but you are aware of one of the jobs that his name was mentioned, where basically he literally drove a 18-wheeler into someone's bar.
I have heard some things about.
Apparently,
Never met him.
He's coming to the meeting spot, so you might get a chance to meet him. Though we're gonna probably stay far away from him.
Yeah,
if you want my opinion.
for what I've heard, he doesn't sound like something we want to be dealing with.
Yeah, bundle of joy, that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Otherwise,
Otherwise, it's basically you need one of you needs an arm, the other one needs some legs.
we need someone to get another arm, and someone needs to get a chest, and then we're all good. You got a full
Yep.
person.
Yep.
So I'm gonna probably sit by not sit by her, but I'm gonna like walk over and be like, hey, you're like, so I'm assuming you're gonna get a cyber arm then.
Yeah, I got some plans.
Great. Could I tag along? I got some ideas for my legs.
Oh, really? You don't like the ones you got already?
They're a nice set of legs, but
What do you
they
have
could
in
be
mind?
nicer. Well, she's going to open her pop-up weapon and see the sword, and then look at her heels, and then you kind of get the idea of exactly what she's planning.
Hmm. Yeah, I can
Nice.
see that.
Nice.
Could be useful.
Hell yeah. Also, it's elegant as hell.
Oh yeah.
So with that, using again, you've got rank 5, so you can, on a piece by piece basis, acquire these things.
They can get by
Mhm.
I'd say again, getting a cyber arm for you, Vagrant, is
Yeah.
going to be the easy thing because it's a lot cheaper. You can literally just order one from a clinic or order one to collect.
door dashing my arm.
The As for the legs that Tabby is wanting, you're going to need
Mhm.
to roll a haggle.
A haggle.
Rage.
All right. Let's give this a shot.
So, your usual places where you would go for cyberware, which would be Rex Royale.
Oh.
Mhm.
Which are in the mega building.
You
Oh.
not back in the mega building, but some of his other casinos.
Yeah, he's got multiple locations.
Yeah,
if y'all
and he likes
remember.
that, so he'd be like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the usual haunt if you'd go that wasn't in the mega building would be called Organ Roulette.
Mm-hmm.
They see you. They as you go there to or as you call them to arrange. You can tell in their voice that they're quite concerned about you calling them and about a custom order. Well, they say that they do have these kinds of legs in stock. They mention that they would rather you not come to their locations. They can request a delivery to an undisclosed location for you, but because of recent events, they don't want to be seen with you specifically or any of the crew.
Uh-huh.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
But they are okay with the price of 1,000 and are okay with basically delivering them.
You're my goat. You're my goat, big.
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay. So with that, those legs I will add to Tabby's
All right. Hey,
inventory.
Varda!
Yes.
Pop my legs off.
Now you have the issue of you don't have a clinic
No, we don't.
to operate from. So
Ati, help me set up something makeshift.
We could do that.
if you want to try and make something makeshift, I would need you to make a medical tech check.
Ooh.
Medical tech check. Where is
Yes.
that?
I only have 2 in that.
So again, it's under medicine. It's medical tech.
Medicine?
Yes,
You
it's your roll
in
ability.
your
Oh.
roll ability.
I have
Only-
a 2 in that.
Same
Right.
here.
Rage.
I'm going
I
to go
mean-
ahead and spend my luck on this.
Hmm.
I mean, the thing is that if you're worried about getting an infection, it's like can't really happen.
It's not so much.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Never mind.
So again,
Thank
because
you.
it's tabby, and probably only because it's tabby, you can probably just throw her on a bed, shut her down, and like routine maintenance for now. But with the lack of an actual Ripperdoc chair and also actual monitors and equipment, it will cost you to basically get the medical supplies and tech and equipment needed to do it.
Mhm.
I have a biomonitor and a heuristic health monitor.
Yep. Do you have a? Does anyone have the tool? Have a toolkit?
I think I
Should.
I have a lock picking set. I have a
Yep.
tech tool.
I have a med tech bag.
The tool. I do not have a toolkit.
Yeah, I have a tech tool, a lock picking set, and I have Actually, that's it. So would a tech tool be helpful in the situation?
The tech tool will be handy. I'd say a
Mhm.
combination of the biomonitor, the tech tool should be fine.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So if anyone wants, you can. I will allow you to do the surgery check. But again, it's not a sanitary environment.
Mm-hmm.
Even I wouldn't say it's even a good enough environment for someone who is in an FBC.
Mm-hmm.
You would really need to set up, say, actual Ripperdoc equipment in the safe house to safely do Ripperdoc stuff in here,
Okay.
or
Good to know
even
for the
any
future.
medical attention stuff in here.
How much is a Ripperdoc chair?
There isn't a specific one in here, but I would say to haggle, like the chair itself, I'd probably say is like $5,000.
Ooh. I can give you half for it. So 2,500, and someone else can match me there.
So
And
we can
Cinda.
have our own clinic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Verna was wanting to open her own clinic,
Uh,
so this might actually be her dream come true.
If I could talk
Open it
with
in the garage.
if I could get in touch with trauma team, we might be able to.
Anyway, can I go ahead and take extra time just for the extra +1?
I was gonna do some of the surgery. as well.
Damn.
This is what Verna wants to do for a living. She is passionate
true.
about Ripper docking.
Yep.
And my rolls are showing it.
I'm giving her. I'm like, hey, listen. I know you like complicated machinery. These are 2 knives. Like,
Yep.
just go for it.
As
Yeah,
for
no. Verna just heard set up a Ripper dock thing and get to work, and she immediately perked up and started running about, just total focus mode.
Yep. So, as for you, Artie, you were mentioning trauma team, weren't you?
Yes.
So if you are wanting to get in touch with trauma team, I would like basically if you're calling to the trauma team in terms of basically hooking up and handing in your resume,
Mhm.
I want you to make a business roll.
Shit, that's not that good.
So
Nice
you get in
is pretty-
touch, and basically you're getting in touch with someone who you know has contacts with Rose
Mhm.
and is somewhat aware of your background, although not knowing all the nitty-gritty details. And they mention like we can come to some form of an arrangement. I'm aware of your current situation of needing to lay low, so I can make use an offer. You won't be able
That
to
is?
get. They will not give you the corporate Connapt right away
Mhm.
until the situation dies down. What they will provide you with is a vehicle, and a driver.
That's perfect, actually.
And that is it for now. Starting off, you will also
Yeah,
get
that's
back. You will also
fine.
get back your business suit, technically, because that is lost as soon as you leave a corp. Although you probably haven't changed clothes.
No, I haven't, so I still have the clothes, which I should probably change out of, because that's very identifying.
Yes.
Get unlucky, still get unlucky. I got unlucky.
Yeah, you got very unlucky.
Okay.
So what-
Well,
If
That leaves Tabby at 16 humanity.
16.
No time for therapy. So,
Verna letting herself indulge in her work probably didn't help with her rambling about how much of it, just how beautiful the cyberware is and all that.
Oh, yeah. No, that definitely does not help.
I'd say
given,
the lack of a sanitary environment, as well as literally the noise of saying like vagrant cutting the deal or working on a car, and like this like the wide space of echoing. So again, there's a lot of reverberating. So you, RT, I will create your driver NPC at the moment, but I will, for the temporary token, I
oh
will
god, if they look
use.
like Firefly.
Nope,
Oh, thank god.
that's that. That's that
Hi.
temporary one. All you just see is this paramedic vehicle, like an ambulance, drive by and honk outside, asking
Okay.
to be let in.
yeah, sure. I'll let them in.
That is up to Mix. They may be my driver, but this is this is Vagrant's place.
True. You explained her. I'm assuming you
The-
explained her. Hey,
Yeah, they are with me. That they are trauma team who I just talked to.
mm,
So that's who you're going with, eh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Arasaka probably wouldn't like me too much.
oh,
fair enough.
thank you.
Let me do that. I'll also all the stats at a later date, but this is your trauma team driver. For now,
yeah,
you can just call them parallel parking.
that's their
Okay.
name.
For now.
PP.
Code name. I don't know. Got that big PP energy. I can't even say that much shit.
Cease, they're my driver. Cease.
Nice to meet you, PP Sherman. You won't say it, but you sure as hell think it.
Okay, their name is Annalena Sai.
Yeah, she's Tabby's like having her like mental crisis where she's thinking about her family and how badly they betrayed her, and then just haha PP, and then immediately going back to disassociating.
All right. So that's that handled.
Yep, they are your driver. The vehicle itself is again it's basically just an old trauma team ambulance. So it's not the like the trauma team AVs you have. This is a 4-wheeler.
Yeah.
Inside is all of the equipment you would need to do on the road medical attention.
Okay. That's good.
Not so much a place to actually do like Ripperdoc stuff and that, but if someone is injured and you get them on a cryo pump, you could move them into that vehicle and safely transport them.
Okay.
With enough room for 2 people in the front, 4 people in the back.
That's actually pretty good.
I'll probably be riding in the back most of the time.
Same here.
Your side gig is pretty much going to be responding, like going around on drives, responding to the radio, basically picking up people who need medical attention. that will be your outside role when you roll to actually like do your gig stuff.
Hmm.
Is basically you doing that for now because you probably won't be able to get accepted into the hospital right away.
Yeah.
A lot of time needs to be done to like get that level of setting you in. For now, it's basically you've got the job, you're in. You would probably need to really like buff up your business or
Yes.
bureaucracy to really
Business and
start
bureaucracy are what I'm going to be focusing
to
on
really
next.
start climbing that corporate ladder and getting like deals going. I'm also going to give you Trauma Team Silver.
Okay.
So I've added that to your inventory. Trauma Team Silver is the basic package that you when you are seen by Trauma Team, they will give you medical attention, but you do have to pay for it.
Mhm.
And you can do it on other people's behalf, but it is one person at a time.
Mhm.
Actually, thinking about it, since we got Trauma Team right here, I might as well register for Trauma Team Premium. I believe that's 1,000 a month.
Just a second.
How
Huh?
much is Trauma Team Premium?
I believe it is 1,000 a month. Trauma Team Silver is 500 a month. Trauma Team Premium. A Trauma Team Gold is 1,000, but it is basically it covers your medical expenses when you are healed.
I'll go ahead and chalk out the 1,000 right now for a Trauma Team Premium.
Okay. And if you pay
Since,
an extra
since I'm
20,
sure Anilla here is. Oh, sorry.
and also if you pay an extra €25 for the Trauma Team app, the moment you get a critical injury, they'll immediately start coming.
You know what? Sure, why not? It's just 25 creds. So
Yep.
yeah, while Anilla's here, I'm just gonna, once I'm done with Tabby, Verna's just gonna walk up and be like, hey, could you get me registered real quick with Trauma Team Premium?
Yep. So that would be something RT is able to do now.
Yeah, that's just something I could do.
Yeah, honestly, just ask both of either of you. Whichever one is free at the moment where Verna is free.
Yeah, I'd do it.
Yeah. So, do I actually have to add that to my inventory?
Yeah, just a second.
No worries.
Trauma Team Silver. I just changed its name to Gold. There you go.
There we go.
So again, just a reminder of if you don't have the app on your agent, it's basically you have to spend an action to call Trauma Team and explain that it is an important injury. So basically,
What?
Trauma Team will not waste their time for minor critical injuries. They will only waste their time for major critical injuries, or
Mhm.
if you are below the HP threshold of your body.
Mhm.
Yep. I also got the app, so I'm good there.
Yep.
Actually, I should.
That's going to be a lot of damage before Trauma Team was called on me.
Mm-hmm.
It would be 50. It would be like 55 damage before they're like, okay, maybe this is.
It's
considered.
normally a case of basically they'll come when you're unconscious.
Yeah, no.
And with how we are currently, if we're unconscious, the people who made us unconscious are probably just going to put a bullet in our head.
Mm-hmm. It's basically just a case of fighting them back. Also, yeah,
Yeah.
trauma team won't push into certain areas. Although that area that's specifically off limits to them is kind of just a hot zone.
Mhm.
Man, I should put like.
So like they won't come to the hot zone, they won't come to the Badlands. They won't go out in the ocean for you.
I should just when I'm about to die, I should just inject black ice in my system so everyone fucking dies. Fuck it.
Do not.
That is certainly a low humanity train of thought there.
Yeah, she has been silent, just polishing her knife legs this entire time to a shine.
Try not to ice skate around the floor and break and cause cracks.
I have the idea that they pop back into her heels
Mhm.
like normal for the most part, but or you know what? Yeah, she's always walking on knives now. She
God, that's
retains
that dull the edges so quickly.
Now I'm
yeah,
thinking,
but
I'm thinking
well, not after that.
Raiden feet.
Right.
I mean, my idea was like Camille, but also like I feel like she'd be walking more elegant automatically, which is kind of her point.
Are you saying that Raiden doesn't walk elegantly?
No, I'm saying he is.
Oh
but,
my god, that's...
No, but
I can't believe you. I
but
can't
his intent
believe
is
you.
that He tries to not serve cunt, unfortunately, but he does serve cunt. But he's like accepted and serve more cunt.
Yeah, true.
So
Yep.
what you're saying is you also need to.
Yeah, she's serving more cunt now. She's trying to serve cunt.
Oh my.
It's giving mother.
I think we are breaking the limit of the number of times that word can be used in a single minute.
You're gonna have to censor me like five times.
I'll
During-
times.
during-
I'll
You can
timestamp.
just say she's serving. You don't need to complete it. You can just say she's
No,
serving.
no,
You can
I
just
can't
say-
do that. I can't
Yes.
just do that.
Yes, you
She's
can.
serving.
He has to look them dead in the eye.
She's serving. Nick, she's serving.
I'm
It's fine. I'll edit it and I'll timestamp and edit it in the video. I'll find bleep. I'll just like every time we go, you just hear.
Your fans
have a
call
little
you.
have a little counter in the corner.
Listen, your fans call you mother. My fans call me mama.
Anyway, since I will say this all these events are happening in a single day. So if you want to heal for a single day, you can do. If you don't have anything planned for those days, we can just skip to October 1st.
Yep.
Okay. That's a single day's worth of healing. Hooray.
If you
Well,
if you are choosing to skip straight to October 1st, that is 3 days worth of healing.
Wait, did I need an arm.
No.
Go to
Yeah,
that
I forgot about that. Don't worry about that.
I need an entire arm.
Yep.
And I was hoping for other cyberware, but we can.
Yep. Also,
Oh.
this is also a case of, but at least now you've got the ambulance now, so someone can just do the surgery.
Yeah.
Rose already did the surgery.
Oh,
We
yeah.
literally just pop
Oh
it
yeah,
in.
yeah. Someone's just actually got to roll a surgery check to complete it.
Which, oh boy, here I go doing
And
this again.
I need to acquire the arm as well and
Yeah.
pay for it.
Yes, the arm is in, and you need to pay for it. So I put the arm in your inventory somewhere.
Yeah, no,
How much is the arm?
The arm is 500.
500. Arm.
Ugh. Verna has burnt herself out. Bad bitch needs coffee.
So,
Oh shit!
Verna, re-roll the humanity loss. So roll new humanity loss when you install this arm.
Me?
No,
How
Vagrant.
much? Oh.
So I didn't roll an initial humanity loss.
Yes, you did.
No,
No, that was Tabby.
That was tabs.
So
No,
I rolled.
Last session you did it. I believe you rolled a 4.
Oh, did I? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, yeah.
and they're saying re-roll it, asshole.
I get another humanity loss.
Yep.
Awesome.
I believe you rolled 2 2s.
So it's 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Just imagine.
Maybe I should help with this one.
Oh god!
Oh god!
I'm at 20.
Yep.
What does that mean for my psyche?
It means you just had a very painful experience given to you by Verna. And her very... She seems to be all legs today. But when it comes to
I'm-
arms...
Yeah.
Was that just to remove the meat arm?
No, that
No.
was
No, that
already
was just
done.
that was
The meat arm was reviewed.
Installing.
This was installing the new arm and reconnecting the nerves and
Right.
calibrating. Like, basically, you have to like recalibrate things like
Right.
grip strength, reaction time.
I'm just imagining like a little like McDonald's playpen in the corner saying these two people are mentally unstable. Please do not talk to them. They're sitting in opposite corners.
No, you're just there trying your new legs, and Vagrant is there with just sitting there with a lollipop in her new cyber arm, trying to will the arm to move the way she wants it to put the lollipop in her mouth, but she keeps like jamming it in her eye.
No. What she's doing? No. What she's doing is what Tabby's doing is that she's like pacing around the room, looking at photos of her family.
Vagrant is crying.
Like, I can't believe you did this to me. I can't fucking believe you did this to me. I can't fucking believe.
Verna had her excitement, and now she's having the crash. Bad bitch needs coffee.
And now you can get your days of rest, which will probably put most of you to full HP.
Okay, so that is.
It'll be your body times 3 unless you have antibodies.
Two motherfuckers on the couch watching a television show while losing their mind.
Body times 3.
Mm.
That's 31. Not full, but close to it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all I can do is probably meditate.
Mm-hmm. Unless you had any
Right.
other goals to go by.
I guess we could check up on Cassie.
Yep. So
Let's go do that. Actually,
when you're getting in touch with Cassie, again, she mentions that she's alright, though she's struggling to basically get more reinforcements. Every other agent she's trying to get in contact with is basically too busy doing their own thing. They're just basically just try and spend their time on her job and her responsibilities.
I'm just like, okay, but listen, it's gonna be real bad if. Actually, I don't know anything about this. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So getting in touch with Cassie, she just appears like really frustrated and annoyed. And basically, she just responds with, "So have you found anything else about this October 1st? Do we have any idea where exactly you're meeting?"
No, but we're gonna meet a benefactor, and we're gonna meet the Aldecados, and we're gonna meet with the remaining vestiges of the knights. I will.
That's
I will
just what I
inform you
need.
how-
Look,
I
it
will
doesn't look
inform
like
you
I'll be able to follow you in there.
That's
There's going to be
alright.
2 people around there, and the moment if there's a moment where I get spotted or seen with you, then it might cause more complications.
I'll be alright, sis.
Okay, just keep me in touch.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna just hang up.
Yep.
She is pretty out of it, so she was kind of just autopiloting through the conversation. But
So, however, there is going to be something sent to you, Tabby.
what is that?
You will be given a micro video.
A micro video.
This is a piece of cyberware that is installed in your cyber eye.
How much humanity loss is it?
Let me find it. Cyberware micro video.
This is bad.
1d3.
Ooh.
The moment you come to Verna or Ati is the moment Ati's saying no, not here.
Yep. It is
Verna's also saying no.
Yep. It is basically also this is a clinic, so it doesn't need surgery.
Oh.
This is something that's just installed.
Oh, okay.
It is basically
Right. Huh.
a video recorder for the Cyber Eye.
At this point,
Still
I
no.
think Abby is looking at the thing in her hand for hours and just staring at it because I think that she's starting to feel the creeping dread that this is what Julia was feeling like,
Mm-hmm.
and the silence is getting louder, and she knows exactly what Linda would do to her if she turned Cyber Psycho too, which is nothing basically.
Mhm.
Cover her, cover it under the rug.
Yeah.
And that makes her really unfathomably angry because she's done so much for them.
Auntie, please go check on your girlfriend.
Yes, that's the plan. She's not being in a room alone for now.
Okay. So the
She's not,
Yoga's
she's not gonna talk to you.
do
Like, she's
reassuring
not-
for a few
Yeah, no.
days.
Hmm?
If you want,
you s-
Artie, you may try and do a paramedic role. Of pseudotherapy.
Pseudotherapy paramedic. All right.
Say the correct words to take the edge off.
Okay, 26.
Roll 2d6.
All right, what do you say? What do you say, Ati?
God damn it! Now I have to improvise from this.
Okay. So
Back up above 20.
Mm-hmm. What were you gonna say, Cindo?
no, that's it. That's fine. You
Oh.
regain 7 humanity.
No, what would you say to her at this current point?
Uh,
To give you an idea, because I'm going to give you all the details because you got a good paramedic role, so you can use all the toys. I think she'd spend a lot of her time. You'd hear audible noises of rambunctious family time, and you'd look over and you just see her sitting there, entirely neutral, impassive, and just videos of her family playing together, just playing, and they just keep repeating over and over again.
just remember that they're not the only family you have now. You don't have to rely on them alone.
She doesn't say anything, but you can see her face morph into a I'm feeling very moved by what you said, but I'm not gonna give you the pleasure of seeing it.
Mm.
So just a micro is it's a little bit of a tremor in her body before she straightens up and is impassive again.
I'm not gonna take the little camera from you. After that, most likely, I'm just going to stay with you for the rest of the time.
This is gonna go so bad.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
Yuri never prospers. Audience.
Yes,
You
it
have-
does.
If you have a story about Yuri, expect them both to die. Happiness
Blessed
isn't real.
be the lesbian.
Happiness isn't real. All right, that should be good. I'm 23 humanity. I'm feeling a little bit better.
Okay. So today is now October 1st. Boop. Boop. It is mostly cloudy today, and though expect heavy rain and thunderstorms.
No.
Oh, it's good. It's a day. What a wonderful day to rain.
You get your call from Miss White. She explains where you and her team are going to meet. You have been told to come prepared with your own equipment. She's not going to pack your lunch for you.
Good.
I wouldn't trust it.
Mm-hmm.
All
Once
right.
the
wha-
agreement is that you're all going to go to the meeting place together. Leaving is another question. So, as you, how are you transporting yourselves to the meeting place?
the really
Car.
fancy- yeah, the fancy car.
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 Which car specifically?
My
Topless
car.
probably. Yeah.
But we're not taking the ambulance.
Alright.
Yeah. Mixes
Um,
car.
But Vagrant isn't driving.
Oh, you want me to drive? Okay.
Yes.
Because,
Please.
because I just realized something interesting is that I feel like she'd sit down and then she'd realize that she is now like roughly the same height as Topless. Like she's grown into the seat finally. Which you know, is bittersweet to be honest.
Yep. Yes, so then you
With
begin
the-
driving. As you arrive at the meeting point and you find a place to park, you see that Hirito is not there.
Hmm.
The Purple Knight is there,
Oh. Yeah, there you
decked
go.
out in his full equipment
Finally.
and his full helmet. He is then followed by Miss White, who is currently putting on a medium armor jacket for herself, although not equipping any weapons on herself.
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure she is the weapon.
She appears to
Probably.
be fussing more over the Purple Knight's outfit than her own equipment.
that makes sense. You already know that I look bad as hell, so I don't even need to roll for it. We all
And
know.
then also Ryu and Yuki.
And
Give me a
Yuki.
second because their tokens haven't shown up. I will fix that
Hi,
now.
hi, friends.
Give me a moment.
We're all that's left of both sides.
Okay, where is the token I was wanting to use? That's one.
Oh, I recognize these tokens.
And here is the other.
Fucking, it's been ages since we've seen those.
Yep.
Aren't these the posers?
Yes, these are the same tokens as the posers. You know, the ones we fought like
Yes.
Ages ago?
Yeah.
Yep. Specifically,
one.
these are the ones you fought in the parking lot.
When we thought the knights were just like, you know, a small minor bump in the road.
Yeah, when we thought they were a temporary setback.
Yeah, and not fuck. Fuck.
Also, this now makes Artie perfectly aware that he broke Ryu's arm.
Oh,
Ooh,
fuck. Oh no.
I'm so proud of you. That's actually
Mm.
good work.
Yep. During that fight, as things were going down, you managed to get a perfectly aimed shotgun blast on Ryu and literally blow his basically break his arm with your shotgun.
Ooh.
That was a beanbag slug too.
Ooh.
Yeah, he tried to punch it. So
Heh.
Well, as things go, you lost one, we lost one. Still a group of 4.
Mhm.
Yeah. I just imagine her opening the car and like mumbling a little bit because she had to use her fucking knives for like the brakes, which is a little bit getting used to.
And
you
even
hear, like,
then, I'm sure our loss is more of a pain to you than it was to us.
Bit heartless there, don't you think?
While I respected that man's work ethic, he was merely working with us to keep an eye on us. I can't say there was a specific level of trust with him. And while I can't say I don't like him, I won't say I disliked him.
Good. So, given what you said, it sounds like maybe he was watching for Francis and Bloodfeather. Was that his purpose?
Bloodfeather, most likely, he was the one who arranged for him to tag along. And also made the call for me to bring along. To convince Red Knight in joining, thinking he would be useful as well.
Just gonna silently look at fucking Vagrant because I just realized that she just basically said, "Hey, you know the reason why the grenade's dead? That's Bloodfeather's fault." And that probably doesn't feel good. Jesus Christ.
Well, let's start trudging along. We don't want to be around here gathering too much attention or have people tracking us as we're going it.
Well, it's not like we're wearing gaudy ass costumes.
Come on, let's get going.
Like the
Regard-
Eastern theming though. Is that where she's going?
Yeah, so like, as you start going along, you do hear Hirito going, not gaudy. I mean, the helmet might be a bit much, but I like it.
I think it's stylish.
It does suit you. Your body type is pretty good for the colors, but I don't know, maybe a little bit of a lower matte purple.
It's your own unique style, says Miss White. You don't see anyone else trying to steal from it.
I'd have to agree with her.
Well, fashion is trends, so
Mhm.
be careful thinking that you're unique and instead just no one likes the design.
-1 to confidence.
Just brutal.
Slowly,
Yeah,
insulting
no.
him out of this line of work might work, but don't destroy him, please.
Oh no, she doesn't fucking care right now.
Oh no, right now, Aki wants to fucking blow Miss White's fucking head off, but they're not going to.
You need to understand that this is the Tabby that was cleaving through like scabs.
People will giggling.
Yeah, this is the her that's there right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Verna's just gonna pat Hirito on the back, be like,
Yep.
I think you look good.
So now I need RT Vagrant perception checks, Verna and Tabby athletics checks.
What kind of perception?
Uh,
Is this
Visual.
on sight? Visual?
sight
Alrighty.
and hearing.
Because I've got image enhance.
Yep.
And I'm wondering. Okay.
Yep, image
Hearing.
enhance might work.
But wait, Tabby has to do the athletics check.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yep.
An athletics check. I'm fucked. There's no way.
Ooh,
I see
eagle eyes.
everything.
I can see God.
So, as you begin working your way through, you are doing so in a way that, while taking a more dangerous route, you are ignoring undivided attention and staying away from the gunshots. You are hearing the vagrants specifically. You are picking up assault rifle fire, shotgun fire, and pistol fire, which makes you believe that there is some kind of firefight going on nearby. Maybe there are people trying to loot and raid in the hot zone and have gotten a dispute. Or it could be Maelstrom testing their new blood.
I'm gonna glance over at Miss White and be like, quite the meeting spot.
Hmm.
Why here?
I would like to know that myself. It's unbecoming to drag myself through the sludge.
Aww. For you.
Feel free to roll conversation.
I mean, it does fit a woman of her stature.
Again, there isn't a skill for insulting, so it'll have to be conversation.
There isn't a skill for insulting.
No,
but
no,
there's
she
no-
wasn't you. She is silent. In fact, the second that she hears a response, she wants to say something, but then she feels like the bloodlust, so she just says nothing. It just looks like she's like silently tweaking.
Can't come up with anything without a script in your hand. Come on, I thought you could ad-lib better.
Your last name is White. What are you talking about redundancy?
Wyatt. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's so fucking clever.
Ferda's probably chuckling at this.
Whatever.
Right, let's keep going along. So, to finish off the vagrants check, you don't hear any heavy trudging of cyberware or explosives. So, from your knowledge of the hot zone and everyone else's relative knowledge of the hot zone, it's not nearby.
It's not something that we necessarily have to worry about at the moment.
Yes.
All right, sounds
But
good.
you're aware of the old little hot zone time of the red nursery rhymes.
Yeah.
That everyone uses basically whenever in the combat zone or in Nailstrom turf to basically avoid Crusher.
Mhm.
Yeah, Crusher that guy. He's the big problem.
So as again you start working your way through. And eventually you do get up ahead and the Purple Knight stops you. And he pulls out his sniper rifle
Oh my god.
and looks down it.
Is it the one he took from me?
Probably.
No, this is his own custom one.
Oh.
Okay.
You
You
can
can't
tell
watch that
because it
shit out.
matches his armor.
Oh my fucking
Oh,
god.
he didn't take the one from her and customize it as a keepsake.
No.
He has
Aw.
his own custom CSGO skin, you fucking.
And then he calls for Tabby to come by
I'm
and
gonna
passes
walk
you the
over.
rifle.
I don't use rifles.
I'm a
Fine,
pretty
then.
good shot, remember?
What do your elven eyes see then? Tabby, I need you to roll a perception check.
You're gonna see the fucking ears, even mechanical amplified hearing.
Nope,
Is that
this
count,
is
or-
visual. You are looking at a long distance.
All right.
Hmm.
19.
You pick up a group of 4 individuals. You catch a glimpse of this man.
Oh, I know that guy. Do I know that that's what he looks like?
You notice him, but you don't notice an Aldecado patch or anything.
If I had to, could I make the natural conclusion though?
Yeah, feel free to roll a deduction.
4, one male, slightly larger than the rest of them. If I had to guess, go see if she even has a guess. She does not. She does
Nope.
not guess.
Nope. Your only deduction is you're together as a 4. They're together as a 4. These guys are together as a 4. Has to be our guys, right?
Could be the avocado old guard.
Hmm.
I wouldn't shoot immediately. I'm gonna hand him his rifle back.
If I could, I'm gonna ask if I could take a look, see if I could identify him.
Yep, sure.
Would one of my cyber eye enhancements work for this?
If anyone had an image
Yes,
enhanced,
teleoptics.
Yeah.
Teleoptics, telescoping your eye up to 800 yards away.
It would be a deduction to see who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it'd be a perception and then a deduction.
Oh,
Or is it just a deduction?
No, it would be perception for you too.
okay.
Okay,
Perception.
32 and 18. Yeah. No, I think Ati figured it out.
Yep. Artie picks up, notices like they're wearing nomad leathers and stuff. While all this is
Yeah.
happening, and basically, Vagrant, you just see like Tabby went up first to like ignore the scope and say, "Oh, I can't see shit," and then suddenly
Yeah.
Artie and Verna rush forward. This left you with just Miss White by your side, who simply just
Yep.
leans in and goes, "Well, your crew certainly require inspiring confidence, don't they? Needing 3 people to try and do a simple task."
You're such a bitch. I
I'd
wasn't
like
there.
to think that I know these people better than you ever could. Especially in environments like this. And they're reliable. So why don't you just quiet down and we'll do our thing. And then we'll never have to talk again.
I miss the green. He was better. He was better for conversations.
Ooh.
And she walks.
Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
shoot her. I want to
No,
shoot her.
don't.
I'm not going
No.
to shoot her, but I want to shoot her. Oh my god.
But you get there, and
Yeah.
the this gentleman catches your attention. And simply goes, "So, you all coming as a single party, or are we still waiting for the others? Or are you two groups alone?"
No one gonna say anything. I would say
Oh,
We're
we've found the mutual agreement of thinking it's better for 2 groups to go through the hot zone together in safety.
Strength in numbers.
No trouble getting here on our part. So what now? Wait for our benefactor to give us our grand entrance?
Guess so.
planned this time within months and months, and he still hasn't shown up.
Yeah. Well, we've been placing bets. Figuring out where he's going to come from, what kind of entrance he's going to say.
Oh, well,
And people joke doctors are
Tabby
usually like,
already is being sucked into the nomad banter. She's like, "Oh, like what are we thinking?"
I'm thinking of... He's going to come in behind that tree. Maybe he's behind that tree right now.
No, but like, okay, but the balcony though, like the darkness, like that's very cliche, right?
I mean, that balcony over there with the rocks, he'd have to climb up the left to get there to begin with, unless he's been there all along, and I've already checked there.
Okay, but like I can imagine it though, like walking straight out, like cigarette in hand, closing in the book, and then saying some stupid shit like, "It is so nice of you to join us."
oh, so while those two are having their banter, Verna's gonna look over at Miss White. So, Do you have something against me? Because I definitely noticed that spike you planted in the seat back in the Kabuki Theater. Or Rakugo, my bad.
Anyone could have sat in that chair.
Fair enough. Definitely feels targeted, though.
Was it really just one spike that went off? I set 4.
Oh.
Reliable my ass.
So-
Fucking prop work was never my thing.
Well. Fair enough.
If you want
Also,
to
I
roll
totally
human
think he's coming
perception,
from. Yeah, Verna's gonna do that, but she's also gonna lean and be like, also, I totally think he's coming in from the balcony.
Well, yeah, obviously, it's the only sensible dramatic. Like it's the perfect shot, right?
Don't they have an AV?
Yeah, they can come down from the balcony. He can step off into the darkness, and then you get all the suspense. And then
yeah,
he
but
walks out.
any AV that flies into a hot zone immediately gets shot down and then picked apart. No one's stupid enough to fly over the hot zone.
I don't know. This
That's
guy's pretty
fine.
fucking insane to have a meeting in the hot zone in the first place.
Well,
The thing,
don't have to
That
worry
is a
about
s-
snoopers.
That is a 17 in human perception.
You
Uh,
believe she's telling the truth.
Verna's just gonna chuckle to herself and pay it no mind.
Hmm.
You guys are nomads, huh? What's the occasion?
At a closer look, looking at their jacket, while it is an Aldecado jacket, the Aldecado patch is ripped.
Yeah. I'm like, those are all the Carter, aren't they? What happened to the patch?
We've come to the conclusion that we need to find a new clan to walk with.
Oh, damn. The hell's going on with the Aldecados?
Well, we're under the inclination that Santiago's getting a bit too cozy with Night City. And that along with his little pup soul, he's not gonna lead that clan in a good direction.
Hmm. How you figure?
Well, considering the fact that Santiago, whenever he's in this city, is always gonna have that bitch Rogue's foam up his ass. We can't exactly rely on him for impartial discussions of the best interests of the Galdicados.
Can't argue with that.
And people usually complain doctors are late to appointments. Frodo just trying to break the ice.
Should have fucking brought a cold one.
I mean,
No way.
you've probably seen it already. Santiago isn't even in this fucking camp. He's out there doing some business in Vegas, but he's got his little whelp Trace hanging around.
Hmm.
Oh, we give him a hard time, and he goes crying in the afterlife. Sure, he may have done a good thing helping out and hiring better people to help out Nat
Oh, you
in
know
the
Nat.
hard times, but he was also doing it in his best interest for a story.
So her ears perk up. It's like, you know, Nat
Yeah, we know Nat.
helped her with Donald the Brands.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah.
That was some fine stuff there. Heard you also helped her get her revenge.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm a nomad too. I gotta help out.
Nice. I might actually enjoy working with you guys after all.
This guy's cool. This guy's pretty cool.
I think he's dope.
I just imagine, like, you know, like the cat popping his
Yep.
mouth. It's just two nomads sitting there popping cats, just like talking.
So, who said on the balcony?
And me.
So, while you're having this conversation, you're having this banter. Over on the balcony,
fucking knew it.
I fucking knew it. I knew it.
Verna's gonna
a
high five tap
a
you.
man appears. Also, yeah, give me a second. I'm actually going to just bring everyone over just so I can set the scene a little better.
But yeah, no, Verna's gonna high five Tabby for the correct prediction.
I'm just giving him a little fucking knowing. I'm giving the fucking guy knowing smirk. Like I was fucking right. I'm giving Dantel a little smirk. Like
Hey, come on, don't leave me hanging here.
yeah.
So road ganger. Not wrong token. Purple
Other
Knight.
Kirito.
White. Ryu.
Purple.
Yuki. And Tabby. Vagrant. Kel. And Verna.
Yeah.
Basically, that's to set the scene of where you are and like what you're discussing. Over here on this balcony,
I fucking knew it. Let's see his face. Oh, hey. Hey, Bloodfeather. Or Francis. It's probably Francis.
appearing
That's-
over, a man with white hair, brandished in a ponytail. He's wearing a dark green light armor jack with a black Kevlar vest underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that this isn't Bloodfeather because he doesn't have a cyber eye.
But usually we know it's Francis.
He doesn't have the dark black, like eye patch looking thing, cyber eye with the red glow to it.
Yeah, this is.
This is someone who clearly has less cyberware, gives more of a military aesthetic, brandishing a clean shave on that strong jawline. So ignore the beard.
That's just dirt.
I don't think he'd have dirt on them, so just ignore the beer. The deer. The beard? The beard, not the deer.
Pour one out for the homies.
Dun.
And so no one else seems to have paid attention to him. I think are kind of under the idea of who's this guy? This
I mean, I know.
is except for one of you, Vagrant.
Oh no.
You see the man you thought dead,
Oh my god.
whose body you didn't get to bury,
Who I mourned.
who you mourned, who taught you everything you knew about your job.
Who, like, kind of raised me.
Yep. Basically, your father.
Oh,
As
God.
he comes to the balcony and rests his hands on the concrete and simply says, So I was right to give you some time to stew together and build up a rapport with one another and get the first impressions.
I fucking told you, Mando.
Oh, well, if it ain't the man of the hour. Huh. I didn't think you'd scrape off that terrible eye patch, Bloodfeather. Oh no, I'm not Bloodfeather, although we have met before under different names. I believe I've worked with all of you in some capacity over the past few years.
Verna's gonna perk up at this.
I'm gonna narrow my eyes. Like, what do you mean? Was he Akron the whole time? That would have been
But-
insane.
That's not the course of today's business. I've come with you all with a job, one that could very much decide the fate of you all and the fate of this very city. So I've got a simple question to ask you. Where is it we're standing right now?
Can I just take a look around real quick?
Yep.
Perception.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
I was-
Vagrant is going to be able to
Yeah, you're losing
function
your shit
at the moment.
bestie.
She's
Yeah, no, I
Can I-
get
she's
it.
not
Hey.
she's
Can,
But-
can I roll?
I don't think yeah.
Can I roll deduction instead?
Yeah, sure. So,
Right, so-
with the perception roll, Tabby, you see that we're basically on what seems to have been like a in-building garden
Mhm.
on like a higher floor of on like the higher floor of like a tower. But as it's come crashing down in the hot zone, this floor seems to be somewhat preserved. Like some of the like fake foliage, it's still here and still preserved.
Yeah. I
Since
mean,
you're aware that this was Arasaka Tower that fell, you think this is like some kind of like Arasaka Tower, like 20th floor garden location.
I mean, it looks. I'm sorry.
A lot of like, well, again, like there's the tree. The way it seems is like the building collapsed and it just slid down and fell into place.
I'm gonna pipe up then and be like, well, besides the obvious miracle that is foliage still being around here, this is something from Agrasaka Tower, right? Something pretty high.
So you're going with you're standing on Arasaka Tower.
At
Nothing
least
from
one of
the-
the floors.
Again, that's going to be Werner's deduction as well. Werner, basically, you're under the impression that basically you're standing on the rubble of Arasaka Tower.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do one real quick.
Yay, 23. Maybe their eagle eyes will pick something we didn't.
Or do I get the same thing?
You get the same thing, but again, you more process it as this is just rubble. This is destruction.
Okay, so we all submitted our answers. So what does he say in response?
And a lot of you might say that. A lot of you might be correct in saying that we are still on Arasaka property, that this is still Arasaka territory. Some of you might just say that this is just indiscriminate rubble of a collapsed organization that has no more power here. But what I see a scar left behind by two factions that did not care for this city at all. I see this city being scarred and tormented by the byproduct of other corporations, of a state that does not care for its citizens.
Oh fuck, he's moving Tabby. Fuck.
Verna is not too moved by this.
Tabby, only fucking Donatella will be able to see because she's facing him. But I don't know if Francis sees, but yeah, she is clearly like attentive, as if because this has been what she's been complaining about for like literally the entire campaign.
Vagrant, who has White next to her,
Mm-hmm.
you simply just hear her say under her breath, "Yeah, this is Bloodfeather's spiel all over." He once retorted the same things to me.
Vagrant is
Not.
shaking.
Yeah, no, I get it. You're so proud for that, bestie.
Now, I'm going to apologize that I'm the only benefactor who's come here in person. My brother would also be here, although we've made the decision that having him here would cause more conflict
Yeah. That's a fair.
makes
That's a fair
sense.
assumption. That's a fair assumption.
So I have come here alone to discuss. So many years ago, while the city was still being built, a number of corporations and benefactors started making the groundwork at the lowest levels of the city to create little safe havens and bunkers and vaults beneath the city before corporations like Militech and Arasaka began planting their own corruptive seeds beneath the ground with their Sino-Share and other projects. And then the remaining city built upon top of it. Now, when there was the collapse, and factions decided that it might be best to hide off their wealth and weather the storm, others decided to cut favors and be reintegrated to the new NUSA, while other forces were just cut off, being left to be hunted, being left to not be forgiven for the crimes of those who cut the deals. Now, what if I was to say that I could get us easy access to one of the remaining vaults underneath Night City? What if I said that each of you here has a key that will make your reaching that easier?
Once again, Verna's gonna perk up at that. Like, wait,
Like what the
all
hell?
of
Are,
us?
yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah. The hell?
Elaborate, old man.
As he jumps over the little bit of concrete in front of him, he doesn't drop down, he sits on it.
Oh. Okay.
Tabitha, right?
Well, Kalena, but yes.
Mm-hmm. Again, the nonchalant attitude that Frank is showing, it'll be very familiar to Vagrant.
Hmm.
Remembering what was said to us before, I'm looking at Vagrant, kind of worried that
Yeah.
Vagrant is here right now.
If you're looking at her, she is not. She.
Just
She's
shake.
not okay. She is just staring at him,
Now,
like not hearing a word.
saying, Manticore chimes in, goes, You're surely trying to give us a lofty sales pitch to try and get us onto this job, but I'm not hearing much of a, this will be monetarily worth it for you. Now, it's going to take a lot of hard work for you to say this monetarily benefits us, considering you're working with Bloodfeather, and that you said
Oh,
Bloodfeather is your brother, and
I'll
that
say.
Bloodfeather has given us a lot of trouble in the past. But he brought me here saying that this job would be worth a while. Now, you going on along talking about faults, or treasure, or whatever the fuck. I don't really care about your bellowing about the scars of this city. Couldn't care less about this city. But you mentioned a vault, and a vault's got treasure. So why don't you show me some worth of that treasure?
This guy's my goat.
Oh, you want some worth of vault on that treasure? Fine. And pulling something from his back, he throws it, and it lands right here.
I'm gonna glance at it because it landed between the both of us.
That
and then
is a solid gold bar.
what the fuck?
Holy shit.
A
I'm
little
gonna
something we found from the last vault we ventured into 10 years ago.
I'm gonna look at it and tell me you think it's fake.
Manticore goes and picks it up. Well, I'll be fucking damned. That's real.
No shot.
Yeah. And literally, he reluctantly passes this gold bar around.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yep.
look. I'm gonna look at it and be like, You were walking through the hot zone with a gold bar in your hand.
What would I roll to identify if it's real or fake for myself?
You're fucking
Roll.
crazy.
This is rolling a perception.
Would micro optics help with
Yes.
this? Okay, so do I? What
Yep.
would be the modifier for that?
+2.
Additional mod +2.
I would say this isn't so much as like trying to discern that it's actually gold. You are going to be discerning how much of this single gold bar would be worth. So,
Yeah.
this is a solid gold bar. It has no seal.
No seal.
It does have a little like QR barcode on it, as well as a sequence of numbers.
Fucking QR code on it.
You could just see Verna looking at this thing with one eye and but with her other eye closed because she only has the one cyber
Yeah.
eye.
Again, discerning how much this is, and this is like not an actual like bank solid gold bar. It's a bit smaller.
Mm-hmm.
You would say that the Eurobook value of the single bar is about 150k in your hand right now.
Yeah, you could see on her face as she basically just chokes on her own saliva as she realizes the value of what she's holding right now.
What? Are you okay? What is it?
150 euro bucks right here.
150,000?
1,000.
1,000 euro bucks. Yeah.
You have this amount of money around? You only called like 12 people?
Jesus Christ, you could probably hire an army for this.
Now, I can't guarantee what'll be in this vault.
Mm.
I'm not sure if it'll be gold or any other projects that the Gang of Four decided to leave behind for a rainy day.
So this vault is NUSA.
He pauses for a moment
He just said that.
and
Yeah, I
goes,
think you meant to say it.
"This was older than the NUSA."
The Gain of 4.
When you mentioned the NUSA,
Uh-huh.
there's disdain in his face and venom in his voice.
Seems like something they did something to piss him off. But yeah.
Anyway, Verna's gonna keep passing around a gold bar just like we were doing before.
Yep.
It's like,
Yeah, I'm not going to mention the fact that I know he's a Gain of 4 and run away because I'm not going to play my hand yet. I'm going to take the gold bar and give it back to Dantella because it technically is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, here.
So, what? You want us to just give this back to you now? You see as he looks at you, Tabby,
Hmm.
and looks at the rest of your crew and the rest of Miss White's crew. And simply goes, "What's stopping us from just killing you and taking this gold bar for a nice, easy payday?"
That's true.
Well, feel free to take that gold bar. It can be a down payment to get you all ready for the upcoming job.
What the fuck are we doing that we need
But that was
150K for
just
it?
one gold bar we found there. The others, we spent and invested and began the great work of making this country a bit better, one city at a time.
Arizona.
Exactly. A lot of that investment was Bloodfeather's development on turning Phoenix back into a nomad trade hub.
Holy fuck.
My question is, how if we find stuff like this in there, how are we going to divvy it up without people turning on us?
That's simple. All of you are going to be playing a vital role in making sure we get whatever in that vault out of there safely. All of you will have some vital role, whether it be expertise about whatever threats may be down there, or whatever threats may be around us to jeopardize this mission. Others will be better at transporting this equipment out and in the city. One of you play a much more vital role.
I think we already know who he's talking about, which is Vagrant.
Yep. And he does
I'm
look
not-
directly at Vagrant with this. And also some of you have medical expertise and expertise within certain fields of cybernetic projects.
Oh, that's you, brother. That's you, Cal. That's you, Ati.
He's kind of going to shrink back a little bit.
My face turns up a little bit.
Verna's gonna play with one of her like med tech tools just to get some of the attention off of Ati. Just
Mm-hmm.
I hope you don't intend us to sacrifice any of our companions. It's not going to happen.
I'm not someone to sacrifice the will of others for personal gain. When this is all done, I can promise that all of you will be walking out here a lot more richer. If anyone wants to call him out on it and roll a human perception.
Yeah.
I don't need a human perception. I don't trust this fucking guy.
Verna has been listening very carefully, it seems.
Yeah, she's staring like a fucking hawk, dude.
You noticed there was a specific bit of hypocrisy with his actions.
Oh?
If he needed someone with a level of expertise around specifically what you're suspecting to be Odin, why was the importance of Rose being killed?
Exactly.
Because why didn't you just bring Rose on for the job?
It's true, actually. You
Hmm.
gonna call him out? I think you should.
Here with everyone else, though.
Verna's gonna look at Frank, then look at like the Aldecado gang and the Knights,
Mhm.
and this
Not
hypocrisy. She's not gonna call him out here.
Yep. Not to mention the fact that Bloodfeather killed Topless.
Yeah.
That's the big one. Like, why did he do that? If he's trying to get the Knights in that job, actually, that's a conclusion almost all of us can reach, right?
Yeah.
But,
Verna will tell the rest of the crew this hypocrisy she's noticed after it's just the four of us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Tabby will ask the question, probably. No, actually, I don't think she thought of it. Do you think she thought of it? We can.
I mean-
let me think about this.
Do you think it would be good to mention in this situation?
Okay. I'm gonna look at it and
I
be
mean,
like,
given you, feel free to
Well-
feel free to roll your own human perception.
I was gonna roll concentration so she could like remember these details.
I mean, literally, it was 4 days ago. You can.
Yeah. Then I
You know
think
what?
I think she'll probably just ask, right? Be like, well, like something's bugging me though. If you were trying to get everyone here for the job, including Miss White and the Purple Knights, why would you kill off more workers for your job? That seems a little bit silly, doesn't it?
You're speaking of George.
Yeah, I am.
I've already spoken to my brother on this. It's a charged situation, and it's not exactly something I can forgive him in doing. Now, I'm aware some of you might consider him a friend, and that his loss brings pain. It hurts me as well. But I'm willing to let bygones be bygones until things resolve.
And then when they do, what then?
Well, that's between you and Bloodfeather.
So you won't stop me if so you won't stop us if we try to kill him? Once everything ends, I mean.
You have my word.
Oh! She has a she has to hide the smile on her face to seem a little bit more sane. Good to know. I'm surprised you two came off as loyal brothers.
One of my
What
sons is dead.
Oh.
Might
Oh,
have a
God.
lot of tolerance for what my brother can do. But I still value family above all.
Fuck! Oh my god, he's literally saying everything Tabby needs to hear. She Francis can tell that she wants to agree with him but won't say anything. Like you could just tell that she's like a family woman too.
Right. As of now, I need you all to see whether or not you agree to this now, or whether or not you walk away.
And
If you agree, pass the gold bar to Mrs. White. She'll divvy up and divide the funds, as it will be of no cost to her, and this gold bar will be more of a reimbursement. Oh, so you're expecting me to pay out of the kindness of my own heart? How lovely. I suppose the gold bar is real.
Oh, get over yourself. It'd make a good story. That's all you're about.
figured the
Hmm.
theater kid would be chomping at the bit for something like this.
Dramatic,
Oh,
mysterious.
I love writing great epic stories while under an NDA. I'm not an idiot to break the story to anyone. My lips are sealed for now. However,
Could you?
perhaps you should actually disclose what you really are. Francis.
Oh, great.
Right.
Alright,
I guess none of you really do know about me.
we don't know.
Well, as he waves his one hand of like, kind of like if someone would at an AA meeting raise their hand to attention.
Uh-huh.
I'm Francis.
Okay.
I was formerly a member of the FBI, while my brother was a member of the CIA.
Okay.
Our father was one of the foremost generals of the United States of America.
Ooh.
But when the collapse happened, we all got left with a lot of a mess to clean up. And no deal to cut. So, we left with what little information we could. Scrambling around, living the nomad life. I then chose to settle in this city while my brother roams the state. We've been on the run ever since. All the while, the NUSA has been hounding at us. Trying to hunt us. Killing family members to try and draw us out.
Ooh.
But we've relented and we've persevered. Managed to open some of the vaults. The ones that we could. With, we'll just say, a strong enough bloodline.
So, if you could have done it with all these other vaults, why can't you do it with this one? What's so special about this one?
My brother could open the vaults. And he's opened too many, and it's left him somewhat spent.
Thanks. Is he running out of blood or something?
Not exactly. Let's just say the key's been turned so many times that turning it one more time might risk it snapping.
I see. And if Vagrant is the key, will it hurt her?
Was that? I'm not sure that was brought up. Was it?
It was. He
Yeah,
specifically said
Vagrant
you're
is
the key.
everyone is aware that Vagrant is able to basically unlock vaults because Baba reveals it.
Yeah.
Baba said
Yep.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Baba said it, and he specifically said key, so I
Right,
put one and two
right.
together.
Yep.
So yeah, I look at him and be like,
Not to mention, he did mention that "quote unquote" one of us will play a more vital role than others.
yeah,
while
that's what I
looking to
mean. Looking as
directly
a
at
key.
Vagrant.
Mhm. So I'm gonna look at him and be like, and this wouldn't hurt her, would it?
There'll be slight discomfort now. Honestly, I feel the fault is more mine. Of not being there for you. There for you, Vega, for the past 5 years.
Oh.
Seeing that you now have 2 cyber arms. The process of getting the key turning is going to be a bit more unpleasant. But you're tough, and I'm sure you'll get through it.
Vagrant's gonna have a smoke. She's not saying anything.
You can leave her alone.
Right next to her, I'm using the little micro welder to offer the light.
Everyone can clearly see that there's a bit of a, I've been a bad dad kind of look on Francis now.
Yeah, which is true.
My daughter is now just ignoring me out of spite.
Yeah, you kind of fucked up with that homeboy. Like, you're kind of cooked. It's whatever.
She thought he died
Yeah, no. This
for
is
years.
Yeah, no. This is really fucked up of him to do.
I'll
Yeah.
talk to you about it at another time in a more private place. But that calls it for the deal. If you all agree to be on board, Miss White will send you some. Will help fund for all of our endeavors. We've still got a lot of work to do. We still have a few experts in certain fields to gain access to. But I'll be in touch with you all around certain jobs that will affect you at some point. But that calls it for our business. As he just drops down. And as he drops down, the food that you get is he's packing more equipment than you would think he would. It was a very heavy food.
Yeah, Tabby immediately is going to narrow her eyes and be like, linear frame.
Feel free to roll in perception.
Mm-hmm. If anyone would know,
I think I'd like to roll a perception as well.
yeah, you go for it. It's your dad, bestie.
So,
Nah.
17.
Vagrant, the food you just can't eat. Yeah, like you just think, oh, he's wearing just heavier gear or something. Tabby,
Yeah.
you pick up that he's actually not got a linear frame. He's actually not got very much cyberware at all. You know what someone with cyberware, especially like cyberlegs, would sound like when they drop. He seems more organic. It's like you look at him and you don't see cyber eyes.
You're a purist, but you're quite bulky. Interesting.
Not exactly. As he flashes his cyber arm.
No, I heard that, but where standards go, pretty pure.
He seems to have the exact same cyberware that he had when Vagrant knew him.
Mm-hmm. So there's something else.
No, there doesn't seem to be anything new.
Like, but the thud,
Yes.
right?
There's new.
There's something going on there, but
Yeah.
We can't identify it yet, but
None of you can pick up what might have caused that FUD.
I could roll a quick perception.
Yeah, feel free.
Go for it. But you've been pretty eagle-eyed this entire. Never mind. Bitch.
Never mind.
Nope.
You don't see shit. I mean, who's holding the gold bar right now?
Auntie knows.
Yeah.
Knows.
Artie, you heard the FUD. You heard the delay.
What?
He dropped because someone else dropped. You can't quite see, and you can't quite pick up the disturbances, but somewhere around here, Francis isn't alone.
is there somebody cloaked?
You are under the impression that there are 2 more people here who are cloaked.
One's probably put that there. I don't know who the third is though.
But as he goes and simply throws a little bag in front of you here,
I'm gonna grab it.
it contains a number of agents and burner phones. as well as comms gear.
Interesting.
I'm gonna pass the phones around, even to the knights, even though I don't like white.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull out the agent that Miss White had given me and ask, do I still need this if we have all of these?
Just
I'm gonna ask Miss White if I still need the burner phone that she gave me if we're getting all of these.
Yes. Keep it, and if I ever need an expert medical opinion.
I'm gonna pocket it again.
here you are, Miss White. I'm gonna put it in her hand politely, even though
All right, I'll be in touch with you for a few days. As he begins walking away, I'll say as he's walking, Artie, using your previous perception check, now you're aware that there's someone cloaked walking beside him as he walks and leaves.
Okay. Okay, that's actually really important that we know that. He's not as vulnerable as he looks.
Not at all.
I figured he wouldn't come unprepared.
I'm messaging all of us, not any of them. There's two other people with him.
Mhm.
Which is weird because he said that he wouldn't stop us from killing Bloodfeather when Bloodfeather was probably right there.
Maybe it wasn't Bloodfeather
It could have
because
not been Bloodfeather.
it's there. Yeah, he.
Could have just been two stealth troopers.
If I'm remembering right, the cyberware that he did have was necessary. He didn't like it, right?
Mhm.
True.
Yeah.
So cloak would make sense. He's got two Arasaka ninjas or something on him. Who knows?
No, would there really be Arasaka ninjas?
No, but
They'd be ninjas.
here's a good point. I'm gonna activate my bug detector.
Yep, sure. You do not get any glimpses of any bugs.
Okay.
Also, because you don't have that micro video installed in you, you don't have any video or evidence or photographs of this event.
Fuck. She's gonna be pissed at me, but also like I'm losing my mind.
Also, we've kind of somewhat come to the agreement of fuck the NUSA.
Yeah, they kind of suck, but also
That also your
also,
sister works for them.
Also, your sister's also kind of a piece of shit.
Tabby is tormented but she loves Tabby, and she's one of the only people that like loves Tabby.
Does she though?
Yes.
Yeah,
Why would she do all this shit that directly inconveniences her if she didn't love Tabby?
Short term issue, long term gain.
Who knows?
Don't say it to
And
me. The voice
for
is
now-
loud. Don't say it to
For
me.
now, who cares?
We're just discussing this out of character, but yeah.
Let's go. Let's just head fucking home. This place sucks. It
Mhm.
smells like shit.
Yep. So again, as Manticore simply just goes in, offers his hand, says, "It's nice meeting you all, and it'll be nice working with you all." With like a
Nice.
smile on his face.
I'll shake his hand and be like, nice meeting you, brother.
Verna's gonna go
I'll
ahead and shake the hand
I'll
as well.
shake his hand.
Like Pebble Knight goes and agrees. Miss White doesn't do handshakes.
Of course she doesn't.
And with that, now for the fun part. You've got to get out of here.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm gonna wait for him to move back and then internally do a bug detector on my hand. Hey,
You don't have a bug on your hand. He didn't prank you, bro.
dude, dude, everyone that she trusts betrays her. She's so concerned, except for like the
Yep.
party. The party's the only consistent
Yep.
trust she's had.
know-
Is it though?
That's
Alright.
true.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take a 5-minute break.
Sounds good. That could use this for
Yeah.
a restroom break
Yeah,
anyway.
we'll have a break, stretch our legs, and then I'll be back in 5.
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty.
Well, I'm
Right,
assuming
I've hit record
they-
again.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
assuming they don't want to walk back with us, which is fair.
I
So I'd
mean,
say we.
they're all like, they're walking away, they're going the path they recently just went.
I mean, I don't see a reason for us to not follow.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no reason for us to not go with them out here, like out.
Mm-hmm.
Just in silence. Because now we have become unlikely allies in this moment, which is bizarre to say the least.
Like the unlikely comment. Manticore kind of just instance. Well, I feel like I'd grow to like you.
Hmm?
I wouldn't say it's unlikely. I'm sure we can all get to liking each other.
Maybe.
You seem relaxed enough. I think we'll get along.
Well, it's because you're a nomad. Of course, we get along.
Hmm. Yeah, well,
Whenever I. Oh, sorry.
I wasn't exactly supposed to be the one to get here, but Blaze is dead.
Blaze was supposed to be here.
Yeah. He was the
I mean-
one who was trying to convince us all on jumping ship.
Oh,
His idea
that
was
dog.
stupid though.
Yeah.
He was
Don't
an
make fun-
idealist. To be honest,
I'm good.
I'm just here because I can't stand Rogue, so.
Never talked to her personally.
Yeah. Lucky you.
I chuckle, and then we'll just keep. So, if you did get, a shit ton of money, what would you do with it?
Mm.
Looking at
Well-
Donatello.
Ah.
I was shaking Donatello first,
Well,
but I'll open
I
the floor
would
after.
probably open up another solo bar, but then some bitch will probably come along and steal that from me too again.
Two again.
It's a long story.
Fair enough.
I'll have to pry it out of you at some point.
I don't know. If I end up actually getting enough money, I might actually follow my dream of opening a Ripper Doc clinic.
Here.
It's good to have a dream.
Unfortunately, some people died for my dream already.
Whose dream doesn't have death in it?
Guess you're right there.
I'll drink to that. Miss White goes likewise.
If your family betrayed you, what would you do?
Well, I can. Miss White again interjects.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can tell you what I did do.
Go ahead.
I convinced him to follow along a trail, and then sold him off as a bargaining chip.
You're talking about Gary, right?
Roll concentration.
Or someone else?
Yeah.
We'll see. 19?
You're aware of how Gary met Bloodfeather, right? Or how Gary
Yes,
got
he
into
killed-
Night City.
He killed Johnny 10. Oh, your brother.
It was a small price to pay.
That's what this was about?
It was a means to an end.
I don't understand. Why didn't. When you were left for dead, why didn't you just come back?
You tend to remember the people who refuse to watch you suffer, to turn the blind eye.
So those things they said, they were true.
Well, he can't really speak for himself now, but he looked the other way at my suffering, so I let his head roll the other way. Let's just leave it at that.
You can once again, Tabby seems to clearly have like the thought process on her face because she's thinking about Linda, who did this to her, and did this to Julia, and did this to Cassie, and her mother,
Mm-hmm.
who
Yeah.
did all of this, and then played it off as I was doing something good for you. You should be grateful.
I mean, if y'all want to roll a human perception to see what Verna's feeling to that question.
I can't roll a fucking humor. I'm not gonna fucking know.
She can't perceive human, she's machine.
She's too busy having a mental crisis about her
Yeah.
own fucking parents and her family and them not liking her.
I mean, this is an open call to any character present on the scene right now. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if Miss White wants to try and take a chance to stab at Verna or something,
Give me a second.
any character.
Any character, anyone, come on.
Nah, she doesn't
She's
give
not-
a shit.
She does not give a fuck.
Wow.
I haven't. I'm going to glance at Miss White, to be honest. Like, for once, I'm going to soften and be like, I haven't talked to them about the tape,
You know
to
what?
be honest.
Fuck it. Hirito will ask if you're okay.
Oh,
Baby!
The baby, the
Hirito just
son.
You're
The
so
Kirito just sees this silent look of guilt in Verna's eyes as she remembers how she doesn't even remember the last time she's spoken to her family.
Well, Hirito kind of goes, well, I can't interject.
Yeah, I know.
Mom's still in Japan. Dad's here dead. Well, to be honest, as someone who's wanting to kill his old man himself, can't really say. Can't really say I thought of anyone else's family either.
I didn't really understand your point of view until recently.
I admittedly haven't been in contact.
I don't know if I should speak to them about what I saw because realistically, the tape releases in a few months. That's when they'll find out. But I don't even know if I'll be around for that long. This might be my last chance.
Miss White stopped you for a moment, Tabby.
Hmm?
Oh. As she kind of puts her fingers together to make the box and points it at you, Tabby.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good look for you.
What?
No. It's just that look on your face.
I'm gonna look at my expression in like a puddle or something. What do I look like?
Just the dumbfounded sadness of real life coming. The mental, like, you're coming to the conclusion you think your family does not give a shit about you.
Just the like numbness.
Yes. Basically, you've got resting Abby face right now.
and apparently Miss White is like, yeah.
It's like,
You look
yeah,
great."
work it, girl. Yeah, that goes on. So walking back, we got how most people feel. How does Artie feel?
Ati is a little dumbfounded at this entire thing. Very much still scared about what they meant when they needed certain knowledge.
Yeah, that's so. I'm sure nothing bad can come of this.
Yep.
Just
Uh,
existing kind of right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Vagrant, how are you doing right now?
Hmm.
That's all you need to know.
Yep.
So we have mental slump, and non-existent.
So everyone
The
feel
slump is a
I-
plateau right
I
now.
think it's a little. It's not a slump. It is. I don't
It's a
know
pit-
what this
It's
is,
a
but
pit into
it's.
fucking hell. You hit the bottom of the
Yep. So everyone feel free because you have a week.
therapy time. But
So if
Do
you
we
want to
want
go,
to dis-
if you want to go for therapy or run a gig,
Now, actually, since the four of us are finally alone, do we want to discuss Francis's hypocrisy and about needing certain expertise and yet going to kill Rose?
well, he doesn't like specific people.
True.
Bloodfeather hates him. I think it makes some sense. She probably did something to quote unquote run him in the past. It's
Maybe.
clearly more personal than he makes it out to be. I want to do so. She's between actually talking to her fucking like actually just confronting Linda entirely and just not, and she really wants to. At this point, she's going to call Cassie.
Yep. So as you get onto the phone with Cassie, the first thing she immediately goes is, "How did the meeting go? Did you get any pictures? Did you get any footage? Was he there?"
So the first thing she does is ask me about the job
Yes.
Yeah.
and not ask how I'm okay. Everyone who's in the warehouse right now and is near Tabby sees the fucking the realization hit her. And she says, "Oh, no, I was a little bit unstable cybernetically, so if I were to put it in, I could have gone crazy and then pictures wouldn't have mattered at all, right?"
Fuck, I didn't know you. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was a bit insensitive of me to put the job before you.
Was it?
Yeah. Sorry, I was just in a rush to get this all over and done with.
Well, you know about the job, so I'll just leave you to it.
So was he there?
God, I can't fucking believe her right now. I can't believe her. She is. Of course, he was there. I'll see you later. Bye. And she's gonna hang up.
So outside of that, does
And-
anyone have any hustles planned?
Uh,
And then we can get back
I
to
don't know
Tabby.
if I can right. I don't know
My
if I can
hustle-
right now.
My hustle is getting Tabby therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what we'll do is that at the end of the week, after she's gotten through most of the therapy, she'll go and visit them again.
Yep.
In the hotel.
Mm-hmm. I mean, technically, she's not in the hotel anymore. They're going back to Florida.
Oh, they're already fucking gone.
You can
Oh!
catch them before they're leaving. Yes.
Yes, I wanted to catch her before it's leaving. Like, not like at the airport, but like the
Mhm.
day before
Sure.
or so. She's not gonna bring Ozzy or anyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's just gonna walk up as usual
Okay.
to
You'll-
the
You'll let it through.
hotel. I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay. So you open the door and you see that your mother is up and walking around. She seems a lot more healthier now that she's in her FBC.
Hi, Mom.
Oh
glad to
dear,
see you're
it's so
alright.
good to see you again. She comes and hugs you. A very strong hug now.
this is not what she needs, but she's not. She's gonna be rigid and just like take it. But all she's thinking about is how many times she's done this to her when she's come to her mom crying about how stressed she is about this like performance or this job or this like million other things that were part of her development that she just didn't want to fucking do, but she made her do.
Yep. She immediately goes and looks at you as like, wow, these bodies are really something. Who'd have thought getting all these cybernetic impacts would be so well for you so long as you have the mental fortitude?
Is Linda home, Mom?
Oh, Lindy? Yeah, she's gone back. She's just been having some time at the hotel spa.
Oh. Good for her. Good for her. Look, why don't you sit down? I'm gonna go have a chat with Linda.
Yeah, sure. So what you gonna do? You gonna wait outside for Linda now?
Fuck no!
Just like wait outside the
Absolutely
door
not.
as she's coming down the hallway.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just wait. I'll just wait. I will sit there cross-armed and just wait for her to get there.
Yep. You see her actually coming down there. She's got just a bathrobe on.
Oh, that's supposed to be so unfortunate for her. Fuck you, asshole. Just all the anger. Like, I can't fucking believe she did that to me. And then she's gonna right before she walks in, she's gonna put that smile on that she always did.
Yep.
And she's gonna be like, "Hey, look at you."
Hey, sis. Come to see us off then, it seems.
Oh yeah. I also wanted to catch you up on business. You know, I know how important that is to you.
Oh, that time at the studio?
Yeah. Come on, sit down. I'll tell you about it.
Ah, sure. Hit me. None of them were giving wooden performances, were they?
The acting was pretty good, though. Something was odd about the screening.
Huh?
Yeah, you know, I remember things a little bit differently. I feel like.
Ah, how so?
Well,
I mean, our first performance was really stressful.
it was. It was really stressful. You know what? How about you tell me what your perspective was? I feel like if I like hear it from you, I can like put the pieces together.
Well,
I just
I remember us working tirelessly on the routine for 12 hours straight as Mom watched. I remember when you missed the corkscrew dive and broke 2 of my ribs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But then Julie just kept fumbling. Over and over. Pissed everyone off.
Did it?
Yeah.
Well, I
Remember
remember her.
Cassie being the worst for it. Cassie trying to make light of it and placing bets.
Yeah. So I remember I did a concentration roll way back in the studio.
Yes.
So I remember what happened. It was Linda that was yelling, right?
In the scene that was being displayed?
It was Tabby, but in the actual scene, Tabby remembers it was Linda.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe things got heated because apparently I yelled. I don't remember yelling.
What? You yelling? You were the calmest one there. I mean, aside from the fact that you broke 2 of my ribs. As she gently, like, jabs an elbow into you.
That's odd. Then why was I the one yelling at Julie in the brain dance that showed the scene?
Ah, so that's the route she went with. I mean, I did throw suggestions, and
Yeah. You know what? I think it's coming back to me. I'm pretty sure that she said you gave that suggestion, actually.
oh well, don't take it too harshly. I actually said to make it random.
Oh my god! What? So
This
Tabby registers clearly. No. She didn't actually say that in real life, but she gives her a look because I think Linda now realizes that Tabby 100% remembers this and realizes that yeah, she was trying to throw responsibility away.
it's like we were all young back then, and we were all stressed, and anger was getting to the better of us. And again, those two broken ribs, and still
Yes,
having to work
yes.
through that.
Mm-hmm. Who set up the choreography though?
Mom did.
Mom did. And who kept suggesting that we did the choreography?
Mom did.
Well,
You really think with how young we were gonna go against Mom?
I know you weren't going to go against Mom.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know, you're really quick to say that we were all just young and that I was an honest mistake. But I've noticed that whenever you do that, it's you who made the mistake. Why make it random? Why not own up to it? If it's not a big deal.
Because nobody buys the books for someone who was in the wrong.
Oh. Is that what this is about?
Do you see any source of do you see any other source of income our family's making recently? What, are you sending your hard-earned money killing people back home?
Oh, we're gonna. You're gonna see a fucking. Like her face turn and be like, "Excuse me?"
What? You don't think we get the images of how you're doing? How you giggle while you work?
Yeah. You know what? Maybe you do. Though I'm not terribly surprised you didn't say anything about it. Maybe you're just hoping to cover me up like Julia.
Well, you're certainly getting there.
Oh, am I? And I wonder why.
Feel free to roll.
Dude, this is getting so fucking heated.
Roll concentration.
Oh, dear.
She rolled a 10.
It is taking everything in your power not to beat your sister to death.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
Now, I need you to roll an empathy check. Just emp.
Just M.
Yep.
Just raw empathy. Oh,
That's a 2.
Oh God.
I'm gonna put. Can I ask if lower is successful or not? Would
No.
putting luck into this matter?
Maybe?
I'm gonna put the luck into it.
I'm reducing the empathy. I'm adding the empathy check to your concentration check.
Okay. 40. 40 in total.
Yeah. So technically, we would say this would be like 45.
Yes. So she clears it like insanely high.
Yeah. You barely hold off from grabbing your sister by the neck and just repeatedly punching her in the face. The image of the scene of it plays in your head of you just grabbing her neck, forcing her into the ground, and just beating her. But you don't act on it. You sit there and you take the retorts and you give back verbally. But you don't let your emotions get the better of you to resort to violence.
I think that as Linda continues to like bash her face in over and over again, just verbally, she
Mhm.
just starts to watch slowly as Tabby disconnects like further and further until she's basically yelling at a brick
Yep.
wall that doesn't care what she says.
You'd literally, the check was you have to roll a concentration, then roll your empathy. If you don't beat half of your original EMP score, you would fail.
Oh,
But you did.
yeah, no, I easily. Yeah, she sighs. If you ever, and I mean ever, try to pin the responsibility of your failings on any of us again, that is completely your fault. I will put you in the fucking ground. Do you understand?
She's kind of just taken aback by the threat.
I am tired of coddling to you.
And she just sits there in stunned silence.
Relax, sis. Brighten up. Smile. This is exactly what you wanted. And then she's going to sit up and turn away and leave the hotel.
Mm-hmm. And you leave.
Oh, that felt good. Oh. Shake out the demons. Ugh. All right, so gave her what for? I'm going home.
Okay. So, next on the agenda, Vagrant.
Howdy.
You get a message from Frank.
I still have his name in there?
Yes.
Or is... Oh my
He's using his old number.
Oh my god, he saved it?
god.
Can we talk at our usual joint?
And what does he mean by that?
So, whenever you both finished work, you would always go to the same burger place to eat. That was your
Mhm.
joint. You would
Alright.
always go to Tom's for burgers.
Mm-hmm. Tom's Diner?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say... When?
He simply replies with whenever you're ready.
I'll meet you there.
Yep.
Let's say in an hour.
Okay then. See you in an hour. You don't need to come alone either.
Please don't come along.
See, The thing is, she hasn't talked to anybody about this, and I don't know who she'd want to bring.
I mean, no, just as a safety, you don't actually have to. I'm just like, don't.
I know. I think. Okay, I think she'd talk to Verna. Not to necessarily come,
Hmm?
but to say, hey,
Yeah? What's up?
so I just got a message from Frank, from Francis, from, and he wants to meet me at Tom's Diner.
Need someone to go with you? Or you just want me to relay to the group?
I just wanted to let you know that that's where I'm going to be.
Understood. I won't follow ya.
Just
No.
if I don't call, assume the worst. But I'll call. Or message or whatever.
I understand. Just be safe, alright?
Okay.
Huh.
This is gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Anyone actually
Alright.
gonna go and follow Vagrant, or?
Verna's just gonna give
I'm-
No,
I'm-
but
Like,
Vern-
I'm letting Verna know so that Verna can tell everybody else that
Yeah.
that's where
Mhm.
Vagrant is going to be.
before
Yeah, no,
Vagrant leaves, Verna's just gonna give her a pat on the back. But yeah.
Alright, so
Anyone gonna follow?
Unless, like, specifically with her blessing, no.
I think the only one that would be recommended would be Tabby, so she could be invisible. Because I want you to feel the respect of no one going while keeping the safety of someone being there. You know?
Oh yeah. Okay.
But also, you can't. I don't think, if I'm correct, the chameleon cloak doesn't work while moving.
Yeah. So what Tabby would do is get there. She knows where they're going, right? So she would just
But
sit there in the sit there in a vantage point and be invisible and just gotta chill.
well, if Vagrant finds out, you're
Gonna be
done.
pissed.
Yeah.
All right, we'll respect your wishes. You know what? I trust
But
you.
it's just like you can do as you please. I'm just saying that's how she would react.
I'm so in between it that I'm like, you know what?
I almost said something. I was about to say flip a coin.
All right, what do you want? Heads or tails, Vagrant?
I don't care.
I'm gonna do tails for Tabby because she's a cat.
Yeah.
Let's see, is that a heads or a tails? That is a
Heads.
heads. She is not going.
Mm-hmm.
She
Okay.
respects your wishes.
Okay. So
Alright.
you come into the diner. You see that Francis is already there, sat at the table. Roll a concentration.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Across the table, there is a man named V talking to a wall.
It's the same fucking spot you always sat after every day at work.
He remembered.
Oh, why did you dad just suck and be nice at the same time?
You can't remember what happened the last time you two talked? But you're aware that whenever you come here, you'd always talk literally about how your shift went.
We would just talk work. That was it.
Mm-hmm. Like, there's the occasional talking about personal stuff, but like back then, you were both like literally work driven.
Mm-hmm.
So like, are you gonna go and sit down in front of him?
Oh yeah. I'm so I just want to be clear. I do not have the slam dance on me. I left that, but I have the Perseus, and you know I've always got the vampires. But that's all.
I just want you to know that in case something happens, I've got my gun to shoot my dad.
Yeah, but I'm just making that clear that like no necessarily visible weapons.
Yeah.
But
Can we please get through a single campaign without a dad dying, for the love of God?
oh, there's been multiple dead dads in Vagrant's life, but they all seem to come back somehow. And
Okay, but currently we're at 1.
well,
If
except
we-
one. Except one.
Yeah, because of Cassidon. So if we complete it right now, we'll have done 50% less dad death than last time, which is a good metric. I'm hoping we can hit it.
All right.
Oh, you came. Have a seat. I've ordered for myself, but I've not ordered for you. I thought I'd let you make your own choice.
I'm assuming it's on you. Or are you gonna make me pay for my own damn burger?
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I guess it is my round this time. You paid last.
Hmm.
He remembered!
You know, the usual double cheeseburger.
Mhm.
Nothing on it except mustard.
It's a good thing Tabby
pickles.
isn't here because she would be marking out.
Wait, what?
It's a good thing Tabby isn't here because literally if Tabby's there watching this, she'd just be marking out.
Yeah, she'd be a little bit upset.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, you both go in and get your cheeseburger. There is like some kind of silence as Francis is kind of waiting for you to make the first move.
And Vagrant kind of just like recenters herself in her seat and just looks at him because it's been
Mm-hmm.
years.
Yep, specifically, it has been 6 years. As he looks at you, just looking at him dumbfounded, and it's like, I'm not gonna regret doing what I had to do. Not exactly gonna sit here and try and go, hey, daughter, sorry you faked my death. But there were people hunting me. And if they were hunting me, they'd find you.
So you let me live in a van and sell drugs, scabs, for like 5 years.
Did my best to let you make your own choices. I had some people keep an eye on you to make you safe, but I wasn't exactly gonna let them make your life choices for you.
I didn't really have choices. I had to do what I had to do to make ends meet. I was out of the force. I didn't have any other options. You were dead.
Yep, I was dead.
I don't even.
But you're here today. And you're stronger for it.
Eh.
I always had George keep a close eye on you. Make sure you didn't get into too much trouble.
Yeah, okay. I can't. You're alive. How am I supposed to reconcile 6 years? I I mean, hell, in the I saw my biological dad die in the last year, in the last few months. You were dead. George died. I don't even. I don't know what to say to you.
I'm sorry you had to. If I had known that some sick fuck would show you what happened to Cassidy, or what would happen to George, and I can't exactly lie straight to your face and say that I've killed Bloodfeather, my own brother, and he's now dead and out of the picture. No, he's still alive, and I'm still working close with my brother. He told me what went down. He told me that he turned that corner, saw George, saw you in your hand, and then George saying that he did it. And Feather's always been the more emotional sibling. Well, I guess that's just the product of the procedure.
I guess it is, because I'm feeling hell emotional right now.
It was never something I wanted to do. But it's near fatal to put the procedure on to a senior. And it was either you or just let it die. Maybe it would have been best to just let things die. But after what happened to Rita,
Instead of letting it die, now I'm gonna die. But I guess that's just how it goes.
no, when this is over, I'll make sure you live.
I mean,
But I will say one honest thing. What happened to Rita, your mother, wasn't Bloodfeather.
it wasn't?
No. See, at that time you were just an infant. We were having an argument about the procedure. But I got found out. And they tried to kill me. And got your mother first. Thought I'd be the kind of guy to rush into a fire to save his daughter. But I froze. All I heard was, it's just me in here. But I made them pay. And I'm still going to make the NUSA pay. And with what's down in this vault, we can make them pay.
At this point, it doesn't feel like it's just about the vault anymore. I thought that's what it was at first, but then there's the whole business with, you know, the AI. And I just... Sometimes it's hard to keep track of what's even going on anymore in this city.
Well, I'll give you some clarity. I do know what's in that vault.
Oh, you do? Let me guess, you can't tell me.
It's a side project from Sinosure when Militech started building underneath the city.
Mm-hmm.
A separate connection to the net. Supposedly, it's supposed to have been a backup should the net ever suffer a catastrophe.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work. But it's still a connection. One that the NUSA and Netwatch haven't touched.
And so, plugging a unstable, you know, unstable program into the net on the hopes that it'll put everything else in line. That also leads into your revenge plan?
Well, when you put it like that, it sounds kind of crazy.
It does sound kind of crazy, you're right.
Holy shit, who would have fucking guessed?
Fucking is.
It is.
Jesus Christ, Dad, take your meds. Fuck! Why can't you just be normal like gold?
But we have to do something. And if anything, the other things that are down there will be just as beneficial. Not to mention that we've always got Plan B.
Plan B.
Yeah, Plan
What would that
BOMB. Unfortunately, that's Bloodfeather's call to make.
And you said he's the emotional one? Can you trust him to make that call?
Well, as things are right now, it's better he's working on something other than putting him in a situation where he's working close to you. When this is all said and done, you're free to settle things. But for the time being, I think it's best for everyone's safety that we're all on the same page.
Okay.
Because, while it might not look at it right now, he has your best interests at heart just as much as I do. This good burger.
Tom's always was reliable.
Yep. Shame Tom doesn't own this place anymore. Alright, I need to get going before I get tailed again. I'll be in touch, kiddo. as he drops by, drops some cash, pats you on the shoulder, and walks away behind you. You see him as he's walking out the diner, and you're still sat down. As he starts getting into his car, and Blood Feather is driving it.
You son of a
I'm gonna give him a good stare.
He doesn't even look at you. He's focused on the road.
You fucker!
I'll just tip my hat and go back to my burger.
Mhm.
Oh, you're my goat for that, Vagrant. Dude, we hate blood. Let's jump him. Let's jump them all. We need to spin back for you, bestie.
So while you're still eating your burger, you do notice someone does run by. The car's gone, but someone does run by,
Uh-huh.
and it's Tabby.
Huh?
It's not Tabby.
It's not.
Oh, it's Cassie!
Am I rolling for?
Here's the question: does she know about the Romanova cyber legs?
I mean, of course she does. Do I? I need to make.
Feel free to
No,
roll a
I'm
human
saying-
perception.
No, I'm saying, does Cassie know about it?
I'm gonna make a
No.
human perception.
If Cassie doesn't know about it, then that means that she wouldn't have them.
Yeah, that's.
Okay. So this is 100% Tabby.
What?
Hey Tabby, do you want to go into the diner?
What?
What?
I think this is a failed human perception roll.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to the diner. Do I want to be there?
Yep. You see Vagrant.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Vic. I'm gonna walk in and be like, "Hey,
Hey, Tabby. What's up?
I had a fucking terrible talk. Can we get some food or something?" I'm like,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. On me. What do you
well,
want?
I'm not really starving actually. It's kind of just habit at this point.
Yeah,
don't
I
really
can
get
understand
hungry.
that. Do you just want a drink?
Yeah. Just give me a Coke, I guess.
All right.
And she'll sit down and be like, "What are you doing here?" Actually, I know.
Yeah, she
So I'd be
knows.
like, "Tough talk, huh?"
Or well, that's. I'm really confused, Vincent.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Same here.
Um,
Oh, is it because
yeah,
Tabby left the building and just happened to run by?
I'll
Yep.
flag down a
Oh,
waitress.
yeah. So
Ah.
I was coming to check on you after talking to my sister, and I saw Blood Feather, and it's just like,
You saw him?
yeah, in the car.
Yeah, I just had a talk with my dad. Well, fucking Francis. Sorry, it's family fucking sucks.
Tell me about it.
What, you got your own shit going on?
Oh, are you kidding? Haven't you seen the way I've been acting lately?
Not honestly, Tabby. We haven't really talked much these days. I've been in a real bad place.
Look,
Honestly, I still am, but if something's going on,
I just Tabby's gonna like soften for a bit. I just heard about this, and yeah, I was thirsty, but the last thing I'd want you to feel right now is as alone and betrayed as I did. You know?
I've felt alone for the last 6 years. And I don't think I've felt more betrayed than the last day. So, I think I can relate. And she'll just pick up a Well, she's not drinking right now, but
Mhm.
because we're in a diner, but she'll just she's got a glass of water and she'll raise her glass and be like, here's to fucking shitty families.
She's gonna clink, and then she's gonna lightly clink with her finger, I guess, because I don't think she has a drink in her hand.
No,
Just
I'm
with her, like-
assuming at this point, yeah, you got
Okay,
the
so they
drink.
got. So yeah, and she's gonna sit down. And she's be like,
Just getting the leftover cup that Francis was using.
I mean, fuck. You know what that stupid fucking telephone conversation? I can't fucking believe her.
What?
All she was concerned about was talking about Frank. She didn't even ask if I was okay.
Oh, God. It's all fucking revolving around him. And I don't get it. I don't understand it.
What my sister told me is that he's got some ties with the NUSA.
Really? What's going on? Because he was talking about having to, like, he had to go because someone might be tailing him, and he said that's why he disappeared. So, is it the NUSA? Are they tracking him?
I guess so, but look, here's the deal. I don't. Just like me, my parents left next. My parents leave tomorrow, and I'm not going to see them again for a while. I doubt. I doubt the conversation I had with Cass is going to go over well either. Doubt I even have a chance to get the things that I going to be bothering me for the rest of my life done. But Blood Feather, sorry, like Blood Feathered Frank. There's just so much going on. But like, listen, we have a chance here to finally take some control back in your life. I'm so tired of all these people looking down at us like we're nothing. Maybe finally, now that we're in, we could finally set something up or something to like get some closure for you. Show them that you're not just some fucking lost child. You deserve that.
Yeah, I guess. But
You're the smartest fixer that I know.
I'm not much of a fixer these days. If you
Bullshit.
didn't notice that.
Well, you got me here, didn't you?
I suppose.
Listen, just think about it, okay? You don't have to play by their script. We can set them both up, maybe,
Hmm.
and get you free of this. Yeah, I fucked up and I started yelling at my sister, but I was free, you know? And people like us, we don't know what that means. We're just slaves to our families. It doesn't have to be that way. Just think it over, will you?
All right.
Mm. And with that scene plays out. Toby just gets up, leaves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so, do we want to end here? Or do you want to keep going?
We can go for a little bit longer, maybe.
How if we kept going,
much
how much
longer, yeah.
longer would it be?
It would be me setting up for the next job.
I was just saying, I mean, Tabby and Vagrant got scenes. Hati?
Yeah.
Vernon?
What does Audie and Vagrant
Yeah.
got planned?
I mean, you could say hi to Tabby.
I could. My plan was either talk to the moms and tell them about the event, or call Cassie and say fuck the NUS.
Mm-hmm.
You could call Cassie and just say fuck you. So are these things happening all at the same time?
I'd assume.
We'll say depending on what's said. So again, what's Artie gonna do then?
Uh, Auntie can let the family know after. Uh, Auntie's
call
going
Cassie.
to call Cassie,
Okay.
and the moment Cassie picks up, not even letting Cassie say hi, Auntie is going to say, "Hi, you had a previous offer for the NUSA. I'd like to apologize, but that's gonna have to be a no."
And then you immediately hang up after.
And then I hang up.
Okay.
No words from Cassie.
Vagrant, I need you to roll a perception check.
Oh,
Oh shit! I knew it.
come on, Vagrant. Fuck!
And you don't hear
Nah.
anything.
I
Vagrant,
hear.
Tabby walks
nothing.
up, stands up, walks behind you, and leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Artie's cut the deal with Cassie.
Vagrant takes a sip of her water, none the wiser.
Oh
Mhm.
no!
Oh,
As for you, calling... Which mom are you calling?
You should call this.
You know, it's gonna be Izzy.
Break it to Izzy first.
You get online with
Uh,
Izzy.
Hi, we were at the meeting. We found Frank. Or we saw Frank.
Yeah. Oh, you want to talk about it in person, sweetie? I mean, I don't exactly have my bar, but I still have a place we can hang out.
This
Sorry, keep going.
that would be nice, actually.
mm.
I'll meet you there in a few minutes.
She gives you the address of a gamer bar on Kabuki Street.
Gaming.
Elite gamer girl.
Okay. God, this is stressful.
This entire step is insane.
Aw.
I'm going to ask the personal driver. I'm not going to say. I'm
Yep.
going to ask
Yep.
if they could drive me there.
Yep, they'll drive you. They're paid to. So as you get there and drive there, you see Izzy. Izzy gets up and hugs you. Oh, great of you to get here, sweetly. I need a player too. And she gives you some virtual goggles and a virtual gun.
She's my girl. That's my
All right.
fucking wife. Let's go.
I'll play. I'll put on the goggles and go to the big gun.
So you're just gonna go
YouTube.
play Laser Quest with Izzy while also talking
Yes.
about what's gone down?
I was
Yes.
Rose. That's my fucking wife, bitch. Let's go. Good.
That is exactly what's going to happen.
Oh, she's my
Uh,
goat.
So we got there. Sadly, we had to get help from Miss White. We found other Aldecaldos that aren't Aldecaldos anymore, and we saw Frank. There were two others with him, cloaked. Couldn't tell if it was Bloodfeather. They talked about getting into the vault and how it's going to be an issue because they need me for something specific, and I fear that it has something to do with everything that I've done.
Hmm. Well, would you believe me if I said trust in Rose?
Yeah.
Rose has already set some things in motion. So long as you keep your friend Vagrant safe, I think things will turn out well for you. I'd
Okay.
say be careful of Tabby, though.
That I think is
Ow.
starting to fix itself.
Yeah, well,
Cassie's deal is no longer an issue.
it's the NUSA. They never just let the deal be declined.
I know that, but for now, it's no longer an issue. The main issue.
Anything else?
No, not right now. Besides us not really having a place to go. Oh, wait, actually, no. I joined trauma team.
Oh, that's nice. You're following in your mother's footsteps. Well,
Yeah,
the good mother, not the other mother.
yeah. Hopefully it works.
I trust things. I know Rose has already set up a couple of connections to get you started.
Yeah, they talked about that. But other than that, there's nothing else.
Yeah, as for me and Rose, once Rose has cleared up some misunderstandings with the EC, they're both thinking of a trip to Tokyo.
That sounds nice.
We'll be sure to set you up with some flight tickets to come visit whenever you're in a pinch.
Sounds wonderful.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna continue playing the game.
Yep. So with that, you just have some time playing video games with your mother.
Adorable.
And anything for Verna?
She is going to head into town to a specific little, like, diner, dairy place, and just head inside and order a vanilla milkshake with extra caramel.
Okay. Spend 25 euro bucks.
Yep. 25 euro bucks. And just reminisce.
And then Vagrant, Artie, and Verna roll 1d6.
For humanity?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Because right now Verna's kind of crying into her milkshake because that's not her favorite. It was Benjamin's favorite.
Oh, that's awesome. You know, I just...
Yeah. Fighting the urge not to kill your sister isn't exactly humanity inspiring.
just sitting there. All I think about is just like Tabby would, if Tabby ever saw the fucking gaming bar and saw Izzy and fucking Audie just like sitting there like, why couldn't that be fucking me? Why?
Wait, it was this humanity gain or loss?
Gain.
Humanity gain.
If
Game.
anything, I'd have lost some, but
It was a good burger.
GM's being merciful to me.
It wasn't the talk, it was the food.
It was a good burger.
Yeah, I don't know if and Mick seemed to catch on what was happening, but
Yep.
Vagrant didn't.
1 point
Vagrant.
away from max humanity for me.
Vagrant is completely just not aware.
I'm so sorry.
And with that,
It's okay.
I will end the session here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think calling the start of the next gig, I might as well just do it in like the next session, start of the next session, so it's fresh in your mind.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Plus,
is
we all
everyone?
had our.
You go.
I was just gonna say. Plus, it means all four of us had our own nice little epilogue moment to end the session with. Well, nice, quote unquote. We all had an epilogue.
Yeah. This is really funny because the other time when we started this campaign, what it felt like was that everyone else besides Tabby was having a terrible time, and Tabby was having a great time. And now it's the exact opposite.
Now everyone is equal.
Now everyone's
just-
having a horrible time.
Stop
I'm just
recording,
waiting for
Cinder.
the next.
Oh,
Yep,
Cinder,
that's
do
it.
you mind-
I'm
do you
now
mind
going to
recording?
stop recording now.
And I